Hey folks, it's Tommy, and we're going to take this Holy Stone HS700D outside, and we're going to do a little bit of a calibration, and hopefully you could benefit from any information that I might be able to share with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment, and I'll get back to you, or make another video for you, or whatever you need. So, again, my name's Tommy, and thanks for hanging out with me. What I like to do is have a pre-flight checklist. Number one, make sure the weather is good. Any wind gusts, steady wind gusts, 15 miles an hour or above, it's dangerous to fly it, and you really don't want to crash it. So pay attention to the weather before you go out if you're planning on doing some flying. Also, batteries. Make sure your 4 AA batteries are good in the remote, and make sure your drone battery is charged. Number 3 I have written down is the micro SD card. Make sure that's installed and good to go. That would be a 32 gig micro SD card. Also, your cell phone, you want to make sure that's good and charged and ready to go to use the app, the Ophelia GPS app. Number 5, you want to make sure you have a room to fly, that, room for air, especially if you're a beginner and you're not used to this drone. And number 6, relax and have fun. That's what it's all about. So anyway, first thing I do is make sure my battery is locked in. And the nice thing about this drone is there is an on-off switch. Some of these drones actually don't have an on and off switch. So the number one thing I do is, obviously, I like to have a landing pad to keep the debris from the ground away from the drone, prolong its life. Keep the camera lens clean. It just helps. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to wipe it down of any fingerprints that may be on there. Number 3, we're going to turn this drone on by holding down the button. So you press and hold, and make sure you have 4 flashing yellow lights. Next, turn on the remote to the on position. And you want to make sure there's a tip here for you too. On the remote, you will see that the battery of the drone and the battery indicator for the remote is showing. That ensures you that there is connectivity between the remote and the quadcopter. Next is our compass calibration. Compass calibration doesn't matter which way you turn it, but you have to rotate your drone 3 times 360 degrees. So this is going to be 1, 2, and 3. Once it's done, you'll notice that you have 4 flashing green lights. The next step is to hold the drone in the upright position, camera facing up, and rotate 3 times. When your drone is fully connected, you will have the back lights green and the front lights red. Next thing, what I recommend before every flight is a gyro calibration. You take your 2 joysticks, hold them down to the left, and let go. If you notice, and I'll zoom in, when you do a gyro calibration, you take both joysticks, hold down to the left, and you'll see the lights flicker green. Release, and now your gyros are calibrated. You do that every time before you fly, and that would be after your compass calibration, which we just did. What I like to do now is I always check to make sure that my recording capabilities are working. I look down here in the remote, press and hold the camera button. When you press and hold the camera button, you'll see flashing right here. It's an icon of a video camera flashing. That means you are currently recording. I also like to check right here with this wheel that the camera is rotating up and down. It's working fine. So now to stop any recording, press and hold the camera button, and recording has stopped. So now that we know the drone is calibrated and the remote control is connected and the camera is working, we're going to install the phone. I'm sure Apple iPhone is not much different, so we're going to go into our Wi-Fi settings, select Holy Stone in our Wi-Fi, connecting. Shows we're now connected to the Wi-Fi. Now my Wi-Fi is now connected to my drone. Then I open my Ophelia GPS app, select Go, select Next, select Click. So now, as you can see, my camera is connected. Next, we want to unlock the drone by pressing the red unlock button. And then there's the 1-button takeoff. We're going to hit the 1-button takeoff, and she will hover right in front of us.